Hello and welcome back to Cardboard Decoy Plays Factorio. Now, I cut off the videos a little before actually doing this because I wanted to explain what's going to happen here. So we've got to kind of redesign how our research facility is laid out. And the reason being is now we have two tracks running parallel to each other. And there's that. Now, what we do is put not only yellow inserters for our main research here on this side, but now we don't have a way to reach the red and greens on this side. So what I've done is I went ahead and grabbed some red inserters, and yeah, it's just like that. Super easy. No big deal whatsoever. Alright. And I ran short. Okay, cool. Well, we still need a couple pieces of track here for the red inserters to grab from. And then we'll go grab a few more. And I also realized I don't have active provider chests set up for all of these yet. So let's go ahead and we don't need that many. So we'll just pick up a few. We don't need that many, so we'll just pick up a few. Just weirdly profound statements that I say accidentally. Not to toot my own horn. I just, like, whenever I say things like that, I don't even, like, acknowledge that I said it so much. As it's just sort of like a, what a weird thought. What an odd thing or strange way to look at stuff. Okay, cool. So we need provider chests for that. We need steel. Let's just go ahead and grab that. And we'll need 4 for all of our different arms here, so we can start requesting those. And then we'll probably need a couple more for track. We've got to just sort of upgrade all of our crates here. And also the arms that go with them, really. Let me... Okay, we'll get to that whenever we get to that. But for now, let's just do that. And how do I have you set up? Blues go over here, and then they get set over there. Okay, I don't actually have an output for blue yet. So let's just stick with the smart inserters, and now they will start, yeah, there they go. Those are all going on their way to create blue research, and all will be well, and we need to grab some for ourselves to upgrade our outputs here so that we're not, once again, over-reducing like this ungodly number of inserters everywhere. So we'll just do like that, and like that, and like that. Cool. So you only work whenever you have less than 20 yellow inserters. How about that? 20 is probably the most we're ever going to need for any kind of project. So there we go. That's going to work. We'll go ahead and just clear that out. Same for you. Actually, we use significantly more red inserters than we do yellow ones for sure. So we'll do less than 40 red inserters. And once again, we're already stocked up on all of these, so it's no big deal. Now this we'll probably get some major use out of. We'll have 50 blue inserters ready to go at all times. So if there's less than 50, we'll do that. Right now, however, we're kind of... What are we backlogged on here? Oh. They're actually producing out of this. Okay, this is getting pulled out of there. That's more or less fine, but we do need to turn this into a passive provider chest if that's the case, though. I forgot that's how I had this particular part of the line set up. So you're going to be a passive provider. And then we need to be able to grab yellows out of here. Why are you not producing? We need cogs. Why do we not have cogs? Are they all getting grabbed up for something? They're getting grabbed up for red research. And then they're slowly trickling down half and half down the line over here. I'm waiting to see exactly what happens here. We apparently need to up our cog production. And by up our cog production, I mean up our iron production. See, this is where it all starts to get crazy. Because now we're using half of our iron on circuit boards to back all of that up. And then half of it is going to actual production. Oh, man. Alright. Well, basically, suffice to say, we've got a lot feeding off of this one line of iron, and it's starting to show because the furthest point down the line right now is going to be our cogs, and our cogs are being eaten up by other things. And yeah, so basically we need to rebalance the factory, maybe just a tiny bit. But hey, we got blue research started, but we do need to go down over here and actually power all of this. That'll probably help. There we go. Do 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 do. I just suddenly got New Soul stuck in my head by Yael Naim, who is somebody I've been listening to a lot. I liked her music, and then I heard she had like, okay, bear with me here because you haven't heard it, so you don't know. But she did a cover of "Toxic," as in the Britney Spears "Toxic," and it is the most entertaining thing to me. First in its novelty, and also in the way that she actually did it. So, if you're looking for something interesting to listen to, I would definitely suggest it. That's for sure. Okay, what we want to do now is probably upgrade this so that we've got all of these guys producing, and that's going to help considerably. And we're going to do that by making some faster track down here. So we're going to go ahead and request 50 track. And they're not going to bring it to us because we don't have this set up for an active provider chest yet. So we're going to grab 50 track. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me just go ahead and you're going to function at less than 100 red track. There we go. So that should do that. Should it? Oh no, because we're at such low production, it's not going to let me grab all of that. Alright, fine. Well, we might end up making some of our own red track, but in the meantime, we're just going to yank all of this. We get higher priority on this stuff. Need 57 more. Let's just continue to do this. Get it straight from the source. And... oh, now we need copper plate. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so we're going to need a faster splitter and a considerable amount of track here to get all of this going. Okay. We'll go ahead and start setting down track here. You will go like this. And even if we can only do one side to start with, that's fine. That'll up our production considerably. Alright. And whoops, there we go. Okay, almost all the way down. But hey, at least now the iron is making it all the way down to the track and being used by all of our machines instead of just the first 4, 6, 8, however many. So that's going to do wonders for our production here. You can kind of see the difference in the density if you look down here versus what's now coming out. Much, much more dense. A lot more iron plates. Many more iron plates are being made now. So this is real good stuff. This is exactly the kind of thing that we need to be doing to our foundry to start upgrading things in a relatively minimalistic approach. I think that's part of the fun of the game also, is whenever, you know, you have an issue like that and you're like, oh, I'm only doing, you know, X amount of production. And it's like, how can we fix it without completely redesigning the factory? And sometimes just these small little upgrades like that are more than enough. So, but yeah, as long as we're actually implementing this sort of outside one-in-one track kind of resolution here, this is about the best that we're going to be able to do until we can turn all of this into electric and then just make it solid tracks of iron here. And we're going to have to update our actual mining of iron in order to be able to pull that off in the future. So we got still a few more steps to go. But regardless, we don't have any power issues. Our iron production is about to jump up if I can find out. Oh, whoops. How did that happen? That's interesting. Apparently at some point I altered the track there, and that was kind of hilariously bad that happened. Okay, cool. So, yeah, now we're actually backed up on iron. We can go over here and watch and actually see the amount of it start to catch up, or the gaps start to catch up over here, and kind of gauge how much we're actually consuming by the rate of how far this goes down. Actually, whoa, I'm seriously sorry. I just totally smacked my microphone there. Let me fix this a little bit. Hopefully that's not like the worst sound mess up of all time. Yeah, the fact that these are still having kind of a hard time setting things down means that just adding that little bit of extra fast track and opening up the production of these rear pieces here has actually made a substantial difference. So it looks like we're going to be pretty good on iron for the time being. So, and this is real good news. This is exactly what we wanted to have happen. Yep. Breathing new life into the factory. All is well for the time being. At least until cogs actually catch up. So, and they're not going to catch up until this thing stops yanking them off the belt, really. But that's neither here nor there. We'll just let that go for now and then focus on something else. That's something else being power production. Okay, cool. Solar panels need electronic circuits, steel, and copper. So what do we need for batteries? Basic accumulators are almost more important in a way. So we'll actually, you know what we'll do is we'll set it up so that we have it kind of in parallel with our battery production. So solar panels, steel, yeah, or copper, steel, electronic circuits. We can put that over here on the right side. If you can see my ghost through the inventory here, since, oh, I can move it. There we go. So we'll put that over here on this side, and then accumulators can be over on this side. That way we don't have to reach across anything, and we can just feed off of this line that's feeding the batteries and the acid as well. Acid's doing pretty good. Our light oil is just incredibly numerous, but it's slowly, ever so slowly going down. So we're back at full production of petroleum gas for now. Petroleum gas, that's the southerner in me coming out just a little bit. Okay, we only need one factory for each of these. So let me go ahead and... what do we need for this? We need lots of iron. Lots of iron is easy. Okay. And more lots of iron. This poor drone is trying to catch up with us. He's like, I just want to give you track. Is it okay if I give you the track? It's like, yes, it's fine. Okay, let's see. That's 2. Yeah, that's all we're going to need for now. And we'll need a couple of requesters. Yeah, we'll still need, let me see. Can we finagle this somehow? I'm debating whether or not I want to make this more or less complicated. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and run a track like this. Yeah, that's gonna work. For a second, I was a little terrified that what was gonna end up happening was all of our batteries were gonna get sucked up by that machine, and it wouldn't have mattered. Okay, that's why you keep clicking the wrong thing. Either way, can't have enough blue facilities at the moment. All right, and we'll just do like this. Nothing too complicated. Real cheap inserters. Sure. There we go. And do we have any active provider? Yeah, active provider. Continue this track over here. And you are going to be accumulators. Yes, perfect. Cool. Active provider. And power. Well, it would help if I actually connected it to the grid. There we go. Cool. There's basic accumulators. The fact that they're actually called basic accumulators makes me think that there are upgrades on the way that they have not implemented yet, and I'm real excited about that, to be totally dorkily honest. Alright, cool. Now this will actually need a provider chest. Oh, you know what? I'll actually need a smart arm or two to keep from making just too many zillions of these things. So let me wait for this to finish. Oh, I have 11. Yeah, anyways, let's see. Less than, we do, I mean, not to, I said less than a zillion, but that still doesn't mean that we are not going to need, like, an unbelievable amount of these accumulators, so we're just going to let those produce as they will. Fortunately, they're relatively cheap and easy to make. Let's actually do 200. Yeah, that's what I have on my other factory, because whenever you expand a lot. Now these are going to be solar panels, and they're going to need steel and circuits. So that means we're going to need at least one requester chest. And what do we need for a provider chest? Just 5? Okay, that's... there we go. One requester, one provider, and an arm to stock it with. And then we'll just need to request steel and electronic circuits. Let's do steel and electronic circuits as prescribed. And that's going to be, woo, alright, 50 and 150. So these are actually the expensive bits. Let's do 150 here. Well, 200. 200 works. One of my many smart inserters that I forgot I had. Active provider chest. And then you are going to be less than... let's do 80. 80 is about right. It feels like an uncomfortable number, but in reality, yeah, we're still going to need a lot of those too. Okay, cool. So, yeah, where are we at? Because that looks like a pretty decent number of drones there. And, oh, they're still carrying stuff, though. How much did we actually manage to get over here? You know, That's not a bad number. Alright, you know what? We will go ahead and upgrade this because this is painfully slow. It hurts me to watch how slow this arm is going whenever it needs to, knowing that it has to haul 20 items for every production here. Alright, there we go. Cool. Alright, what does it say? 11? Where's all the others? We're waiting for everybody to kind of go back into their homes here. So, 32, 21, still 50 extra, 9, 41, 15, that's 55, 60 some odd. Yeah, we'll leave it on. This will continue producing for just a little bit longer. Let's see, I need 20. Apparently we're using all of our advanced circuits up on stuff. So wait, where else are advanced circuits going? Or is it just because... No? Oh, plastic has stopped producing. Oh! That's right, this thing. Totally forgot. My bad. Okay, let's go ahead and connect this. Go for it. Connect 4. Sort of. I just, you know, random little snippets of songs that pop into my head on a fairly regular basis. Oh, man. Stuff's blowing up. Okay. What's blowing up where? And is it a big, hairy deal, or is it okay, mostly? These are the questions at hand. Looks like our mining facilities actually got attacked, and yeah, one of our drills has been destroyed. Let's see. One building. Yeah, that's it. Okay. That's not such a big deal. Do I have enough resources to maybe make a new one? It looks like it had run out of things to mine anyways. Is that true? Yeah, it's about as true as it's going to be. Alright, cool. We have one little patch that's getting ignored there, but I'm going to continue ignoring it and pretending that that's not happening. And then debating whether or not I need to upgrade my actual output of iron here just yet. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh no, that's just because of the differential between the fast and slow track, so not a big deal really. Let's fix these bends really quick, because that's going to bug me. There we go, much better. That makes much more sense. Do I have enough for the covered? No? We need more iron? Well, conveniently enough, there's iron right there. We need 57. There we go. We're just improving on this juncture really quick. Okay, what are we missing and why? Where is this located exactly? Okay, it's a little over to the right here. Oh, one of the towers got destroyed. Is that correct? Looks like it. Alright, at some point we'll have to start making construction robots as well. And they'll kind of maintain our base for us as long as they're within the certain range. So let's just do that right there. Cool. Alright. A little bit better. Improvements. Looks like we're getting caught up, though, at least. Producing more iron than we're actually consuming, so that's always a good thing. Very happy stuff to see. And yeah, so factory's coming along just nicely. I don't know, I still like it. It's definitely... I was super excited about it last time, and we've run across a few efficiency issues here and there, but it's still, I mean, it's working better than a lot of my starter factories. And yeah, once again, since I'm coming in here with a new perspective and I didn't want to totally destroy my factory, then, which at this point, I totally would. Like, probably around episode 30 or so, I'm going to guess that what might happen is I won't kill this series, but I might start a new factory, or we'll just wait for the next major patch, which they're doing bug fix patching right now. Like the releases on Factorio. Actually, I need to go check that. Every Friday they're pretty good about releasing at least news on, or information on how they're patching and doing things, but I did not check it this last Friday, and I'm wondering if maybe a new patch came out and they fixed a few things, or at least they're announcing more content. And whenever a big enough patch is released, I'm almost certainly going to restart the mission here, so we can kind of go through all of that. But in the meantime, I don't necessarily need this, but I want to do it. I want to do it. I want you to do it. God, I love that movie. I haven't seen it in a while either. Alright, so I think the next big thing that we're going to have to work on is actually, let's see, what do we need for military research 3, which is going to give us these gas bombs? We need to research rocketry. So rocketry we can go ahead and do. I'm going to research that. We're going to get gas bombs and then finally be able to start fighting back against some of these biter bases with these ridiculous worm spawns in them, worm spawns being the only reason we haven't started attacking them yet. So we'll get the gas researched, and then we'll be able to start doing more of a counter-offensive against them instead of just sitting back and playing defense all the time. So that'll be a really good advancement for us, and yeah, all will be relatively well, things considered. Let's see, okay, we're blocked up there, and we're full on walls as well. Okay, well, you can't ask for much more than that. Hey, and I've got an extra drill here. So, and we'll probably expand on our mining as soon as we actually manage to defeat those guys. So, either way, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have fun.